Drink?
I'll do the camera. Okay, we're ready. Oh, we're 2 minutes early, but
Are we live now?
we are.
But we know no one else is coming.
Oh, we got everybody,
All the
yeah.
rest emailed.
RSVP'd.
So we do have a,
Yep, we're good with quorum.
all right, I guess we could call to order. Can you take the roll call, please?
Yes. Marcia Carrington. Here. Sean Daly.
Here.
Robin Lloyd. Chris Parthamore.
Here.
Adam Ramsdale.
Here.
Brian Stanley.
Here.
Cable Steineman. Jordan Sternberg. Martha Weichel.
Here.
Blake Harris. Michelle Newell. Aaron Blair.
Here.
All right, everyone should have received the minutes. Any comments on those or any motions?
Motion to approve the minutes?
We have a motion to approve
I'll second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. I'll move back to old business, 303 East Washington.
Thank you. The mural that we supported with the grant last meeting at 303 East Washington has been completed, and that grant funding has been reimbursed to the artist. So I've already heard some good feedback from it, and I encourage everybody to go out and take a look if you haven't gone past it.
That's great.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
wonderful.
eye-catching.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's the type of project that we're looking for, throughout. It'd be nice to have more participation in that in the upcoming funding.
Got it. Great.
It's done pretty quickly,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Like, as soon as they got approval, he said, I'm gonna start on Monday, and then it was like, I think 3 weeks later, he's like, we're done.
Yeah, it
It was quick.
We were going to go past to see, like, hey, this is a site that's going to happen. It's like, oh, it's done. I didn't even realize it started.
That's the one that's 303.
303 East Washington, yep, and it's on the north-facing side of that building.
Really well done.
Is there anybody at the door? Because even though I can't hear out of this.
Jordan
I'm
may, I may
hearing
have saw
something.
his truck. No.
Okay. I'm hearing something else.
Thanks, Kathy. I also wanted to throw in another item of old business. The art box project that we approved is underway. She's a little bit more than halfway done and has sent me a bunch of fun pictures in between. That one's turning out really good as well. So that one is on Hayes Ave on the corner of Tyler Street by the hospital. So I encourage you to take a look there. But it's been fun. Lori's sent me pictures about every time she's out there painting. So I've really seen the progress of that one
I
moving
saw her
forward.
painting the other day.
Yeah.
Great. So moving on to new business, 2024 City Hall Gallery theme.
All right.
Everyone had their chance to put their thinking caps on and come up with a
Yes.
theme.
I'm trying to switch this so you can see. I did update the call for artists. I threw a cover on it this year because we didn't have one before and just added a few photos from the gallery. What's currently hanging and one image from the iteration before that. And then I updated the call for artists. So this is ready to go out. Let me show you here. I'll just zoom in a little bit. So we've got, I was thinking October 8th for the deadline, because that would give people, if you all are good with it, it would give folks like 3 weeks. If I send it out like tomorrow or Thursday, it would give folks 3 weeks to answer it, and then it would give me enough time to process those, to give you all we did like a voting system to bring our favorites by next meeting. And then I kept everything else the same. I feel like it's working pretty well as far as the application process, the selection criteria. One thing that we did last year, it was really Sandusky focused. We didn't get very many submissions at all, so we expanded it to anybody that wants to apply, but we asked them to give us a statement for why they're interested in displaying their art in Sandusky. And then the exhibit guidelines, there's a timeline in there, so trying to get everything displayed by December. I think it was around the same time last year that we put up the gallery installation that's on exhibit right now. So everything is, I think this is working. Like I said, I just threw a cover on there because I thought it was fun to add a little bit more a little more pizzazz to it. And then all we're missing is a theme. So the theme from the first gallery was change/metamorphosis, and this one was revival, in parentheses, emergence and new beginning. So ideas for next installation.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll start. I was thinking something along the lines of time. It's the most precious commodity. Everybody's well aware of time, and I think it could be a low-hanging fruit for a theme, but I'll open it up to the other members.
I actually really like that.
I do too.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's different, but yet it's current, like,
It's timeless.
It's actually kind of versatile, too.
yeah,
You can interpret that in a lot of ways.
You can go in a lot of different directions.
yeah.
Vanished.
So many ways.
Here's some momentum on that one. Anybody else have a counter, or you want to fill in like?
I think it'd be neat to see everybody's interpretation of, like you said, it's could go so many different ways.
Yeah. Does it have any other words associated with it, or would it just be time?
Past, future, present.
Present,
You can think
past,
of all the
future.
things that evolve around it.
It's about time.
It's about time.
That's
Sandusky, it's about time.
I think if you kind of keep it simple, it maybe allows people to be a little bit more abstract with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true. I like just the word time. I don't
just
know.
time.
I don't know.
It's
I
about
just
time.
think it's kind of
I love
like,
that.
just, it doesn't come with something else. It's just like everybody can use their own. I don't know.
Looking at your chair.
It's a very wide subject that I think would not cause people to retract. It's not oddly specific, and it's not really, yeah, it's just, it doesn't paint them in a corner, no pun intended. Pun intended.
So am I out of order if I make a motion on my own suggestion? I'll make a motion that we proceed with time as the theme of the 2024 City Hall Art Gallery program.
Second.
A motion, a second. Any other comments? We'll do a roll call vote for this, I guess.
Marcia Carrington?
Yes.
Sean Daly?
Yes.
Chris Parthemore?
Yes.
Adam Ramsdale?
Yes.
Brian Stanley?
Yes.
Marcia Weichel?
Yes.
All right, we got a theme. Get this out of here.
If you talk, make sure you use your microphones. Okay.
So the October work plan brainstorming meeting. Aaron?
Okay, so we have traditionally, well, I guess since I started, we have been doing a brainstorm offsite just to get us out of the formality of commission chambers. Obviously, still a public meeting, welcome to anyone to attend. So we'll have our annual brainstorming coming up, and we did that in October last year, so I would suggest that we go ahead and do that in October this year. 2 years ago, we did that at Otaco. Last year, we were at Schmidt Architects' new site where Brian works at their new office, so we will need a location for this year, and I just wondered what you all thought about a potential location for that meeting.
My place is open to do this.
Yeah, Halo Live
Live
is an
is
option.
open.
I mean, that's definitely an artistic
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Does that sound good?
Would this be a public, this is a public
It is a public meeting, if you're okay with
so
that.
I will actually, there's a lot of artists that come through my place that don't know about this, that are in Sandusky, and I think I'll try to push that and get a
Sure.
decent crowd there.
Yeah,
to
sure.
Be a part of this discussion.
Okay, so we'll do some sort of brainstorming session. Is there anything that you all want to make sure I bring to the table? So the first year we did this super robust brainstorming I was getting to know you all and really wanted to help us gel as a team and just get as many ideas flowing as possible. That gave us a lot of really clear priorities and lots of ideas to work from. Last year, it was much more simple because we already had so many ideas documented among this group. This year, I think it could maybe be a little bit of a hybrid in between. Is there any direction you have for me in preparing for that upcoming brainstorm that you'd like me to consider, or activities to bring, or anything new you want to discuss, or just kind of?
Yeah, I mean, the initial brainstorming we did with you at Otaco, I feel like that was a great start to get those ideas out there. Yeah, I think maybe if we continue and bring that along with us, and maybe it's a time to readjust our focus, knowing kind of what the community will support, what the local artists will support, having a better idea of our funding. Maybe we can look to better align some of those items as well as bring new ones to the table.
Okay.
Anybody else have any thoughts on that?
No, I think that's great. Just using that as a baseline, what have we seen from the 2 years,
Yeah.
where that's going? I think also, the Columbus Avenue project, the skate park, some of the big looming projects should be on the table for discussion.
Okay, I was thinking that too, like, just a little bit of brainstorming about those particularly might be valuable as well. Okay.
I love the aggressiveness of that first.
I have a
that-
question.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, it was everything.
yeah, it was high energy, got everyone really galvanized and focused. It was cool.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I think I've asked this before, but when is the date again where a possibility of any new commissioners?
That's coming up in the next month or two. They're usually appointed, I think the city commission president appoints all of our incoming board members, and they like to do that. I think it's in the January meeting, is that right?
Yes, we need everybody to make up their mind if they're going to go. I thought I gave you the list.
I think you did give me the
Yeah.
list, and it seems like we have one member that's gonna rotate off, is that right?
Yes, we have one that's going to rotate off, but I thought there were 3 that were expiring,
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds
And we
familiar.
need to know by
It might
the
be.
beginning of December, because then we have to look at applicants and so forth to decide by the January meeting.
Yeah.
they're going to.
and I know we have, I think it was Jordan that said he was gonna not renew his membership as the commission board member, or
Jordan
asked
isn't
to.
even, I don't believe he's even expiring.
Oh, really? Oh,
He
sorry,
has
maybe I spoke out of
one-
turn.
He has 1 year,
Okay, so we should follow up
left.
with him just to see what,
so he was going to see if someone at Firelands would like to take the remainder of his portion. If not, then we'll have to appoint someone
Okay.
just to fulfill his year.
okay,
But I think there's 2 or 3 that are still,
okay. So we'll do some outreach on those
You'll just
commissioners.
reach out to people and
Yeah, and it sounds like we might have one opening coming up, and we'll see what that looks like. I know we've had at least one application. I know Annetta had given us an
Yeah,
application.
she'd be
Is she
great.
still interested?
I'm sure she is.
Okay, she emailed me something the other day, and I assumed that she was still pretty engaged. So we have a good candidate for potential new commissioner if we get.
Is there a limit? I know we're asked, but isn't there a limit to how long you can serve?
I am not aware of that. I am not aware that they have placed on the boards and commissions a limit.
Okay.
I don't think so, because I know that some, the planning commissioners have been on for like 20 years.
Okay.
I know for elected officials, that's different.
Yeah, and it might be up to the board to decide, like if you want to adopt a specific bylaw or something, that, I'd have to ask the law department if that's something that's in your purview to do, if you want to force some turnover, or invite some turnover. But I can have the information for you of who's coming up and what that looks like.
I know on a couple other boards and commissions that I serve as clerk, one in particular had a participant that had an extreme attendance problem, and so they asked him to step down based on his attendance. I've been keeping tabs of our attendance. We really don't have any members that are flagrant, but maybe one.
I think it's good practice though, in a board like this to keep moving,
Yeah.
keep things.
I believe I
Fresh.
did email all those participants that are expiring as well.
I thought you did, but I don't know if
I
you copied
believe
me
I
on all of
did.
them, so we'll get some more information for you and circle
Okay, I
back on
just
it.
was wondering, but I'm glad to hear Lynetta had applied.
She did, and that was like last year.
Okay.
We just didn't have any openings at that point.
This board does not have a loss of volunteers who want to be on it. This is a popular board.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, so I'll get you some more information on there. Anything else on the brainstorming meeting?
I think we've settled it,
Okay.
handle unless I hear otherwise.
Sounds good.
On the, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna bring up the next subject here, Lang Trust Sculptures. I know I kind of raised my hand on this one. Saw that the fundraising has begun. I just want to get it out there to the public, so maybe we could touch on that a little bit.
Yes, so the Lang Trust, so I guess there's more than one sculpture program with them. There's the Over the Horizon of Lake Erie, the Balancing Sculpture exhibit. That is, I believe it was extended through, I thought it was the end of September that they're about to go away. I think that the artist team is coming in. Now, I wish I would have gone back and looked at my emails for you, but the artist team is going to come collect those soon. But we have fundraised, I think it's over $120,000 to purchase several. And Sarah Prout was in negotiations with them of like how many we could potentially get. We did that public survey that I had you all answer, and we had several hundred results. We went from like the top 5 of what were the most popular. I know the rower was among those. The gymnast with the balls, like the one that's kind of juggling in Lions Park, was among those. Charlie Chaplin was among those, although the artist said he doesn't want to make the one on the ladder again, but there was one with balloons that was cool, so I think we might have directed him towards that one. I'm not recalling what the other ones are, but anyway, that she's,
Golfer?
oh yeah, the golfer was one of them that was one of the most popular. So that's all in negotiation, in conversation, but we do expect to be able to purchase a few of those sculptures, so I'll keep you posted on that timeline.
Great.
And then there's the Midwest Sculpture Initiative. Those are the rotating annual sculptures. That packet, as a reminder, the director of that program basically gives Sarah Prout like 3 days of a window. It's like, here's your 200 options. Now narrow them down to your top 8. So she convened a group, which included, typically it was Marcia, Robin, and I have helped choose those. So we all met with her and a few board members of the library, the Lang Trust Board, and the director of the library in their community room, what was that, last Friday? And narrowed those down to I think it was 8 selections plus 3 alternates. And we'll know if we got them or not pretty soon, because usually he'll be like, well, this one some other community got, and this one da-da-da-da, and then they'll come back around to reinstall those. So that is definitely going to happen again.
Good.
Those get installed pretty quickly after the selection happens, don't they?
Yes, yeah, they come in with a truck and kind of put them all around. We gave some idea which ones we thought would be good and which places. For example, there's one that it's like called Dancing Roots or something about roots, and it has these tree roots, and it's got this circle, and it's copper, it's kind of a patina bronze, kind of green, but it has a lot of detail. So we recommended that one go in front of the library, because that's where it's probably one of the most pedestrian-oriented placements where you can really get a chance to see the detail, whereas there's a couple of them that are just kind of big that you're going to see better from a car driving by, that we said maybe go at East-West Park, that sort of thing. So it's a pretty cool group of sculptures coming up on that.
Excited to see them.
Great.
Awesome.
I actually saw a couple the gorilla and one of the others that we saw in Port Clinton.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So they
I
must
didn't
have
realize
the
they were
same
getting the program too.
Yeah.
And we will be able to purchase, now that the annual contract is up, we'll purchase the one on the pier, which is in our work plan. So that'll be another check on our box of our 2023 work plan.
Great.
Awesome.
Making progress.
Feels good to gain some traction.
Really good.
Yeah.
The entire public art initiative has come so far in just a few years. It's really nice to see.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where we'll be in 3 more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Good
sure.
momentum.
It's been really fun
Very good
to
momentum.
be a part of it and help y'all achieve the vision for public art in the city, so.
If you didn't see the last commission meeting, I don't know if you watched them, but at the end, Aaron and the Arts Commission got a big shout out from Wes Poole, Commissioner Poole, saying, if you haven't gone, you need to start here and drive. He goes, those murals are just, and he went on and on.
Yeah,
He was very impressed.
yeah, he said if you start at the water and drive south, you'll see a mural in almost every building, and it's just great to see a total transformation from what it used to look like before. So, thanks. Cool. So Kathy, you want to mention the boards and commission cruise?
Oh, the annual board and commission cruise on the Good Time is going to be the 26th evening. It's free hors d'oeuvres, desserts. It's a cash bar. Of course, last year, the president picked up the tab for that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if he will do that again this year,
I've
but
got it on my calendar.
Is that next week?
The 26th of what?
So
October.
October 26th.
Oh.
yes.
What day of the
There-
week is that?
It's a Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, and I think you're going to get a flyer about it. So basically, when the city supported the Good Time, we flagged 2 trips. We said, we kind of reserved 2 trips. One, our rec division organizes getting the kids of all of the rec programs for the whole year a chance to get out on the water. And sometimes it's really the kids' only chance that they get out on the water, and they have a DJ, and it's a really neat event. And so that's been something that we do annually. And then leadership decided to do a boards and commissions cruise. So it's really a thank you, because you spend your volunteer time helping make really important decisions for the city, and it's meant to be a good time. So we hope that you'll save the date and come join us on the water. I've got it on my calendar this year. I wasn't able to make it last year, but it's a nice event just to kind of chat. And also from a leadership position, you're making decisions about the city, and getting out on the water and looking back at the city is kind of an interesting moment and opportunity to discuss some of the progress we've made.
Pencil it in.
It was fun last year, but I didn't think it was real well attended. So it would be great to see.
Yeah, I'd love to see it ramp up and kind of
Yeah,
just
me
be a
too.
good networking and conversation opportunity, and just a thank you.
It's good.
Great. Any other new business, old business, other business? Any motions?
It's your gavel.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.